Hello everyone and welcome to this module on the mechanical diesel. In today's video, we are going to learn about dismantling the air compressor and exhauster, cleaning all the parts, measuring wear in the cylinder, and reassembling and fitting all the parts in the engine. At the end of this video, you will be able to dismantle the air compressor, inspect parts of the air compressor, assemble the air compressor, dismantle the air exhauster, inspect parts of the air exhauster, and then assemble the air exhauster. Let us collect the tools, equipment and machinery required to do this. Trainee's tool kit 1 number, socket spanner set 1 number, torque wrench 1 number, outside micrometer 1 number, cylinder bore gauge 1 number, piston ring expander 1 number, piston ring compressor 1 number, feeler gauge 1 number, multi-cylinder diesel engine 1 number, air compressor 1 number, piston ring 1 set, exhauster 1 number, kerosene as required, soap oil as required, lubricant oil as required, cleaning cloth as required, emery paper as required, grease as required, gasket material as required. Let us look at dismantling the air compressor. Firstly, release air from the system. Ensure that the air compressor is turned off, then slowly turn the drain valve counterclockwise to open it. Remove the oil and air lines. Remove the fasteners and take out the air compressor from its position. Clean the air compressor unit externally. Remove the drive connection. Remove the air compressor cylinder head. Remove the reed valve assembly with the valve plate. Remove the inlet and delivery reed valve from the valve plate. Remove the base cover plate. Turn the crankshaft and bring the piston to the bottom position. Carefully use a wrench or an appropriate tool to rotate the crankshaft in the direction of rotation. This will move the piston down to the bottom of its stroke. Unlock the lock plate, loosen the connecting rod bolts and take out the cap along with the bearing shell. Remove the piston assembly. Remove the piston rod from the crankshaft. Once the piston rod is disconnected from the crankshaft, you should be able to gently slide the piston out of the cylinder. Remove the piston oil ring and compression rings. Remove the gudgeon pin and the connecting rod from the piston. Remove the end cover along with the gasket. Take out the crankshaft and thrust washer. Cleaning and inspection. Clean the air compressor parts. Clean the oil passages in the crankshaft and connecting rod and check for free flow of air. Visually inspect the oil passages for any signs of blockage, sludge or debris. Use brushes or tools designed specifically to clean oil passages. These tools can help dislodge and remove deposits from the passages. Inspect the cylinder bore for wear, taper and ovality. Recommend reboring if required. Check for ring clearance in the piston groove. Gently slide the feeler gauge between the piston ring and the cylinder bore until you feel slight resistance. Note the thickness of the feeler gauge that fits without excessive force. If your engine has multiple rings, repeat the process for each ring's gap to ensure they all meet the specified clearance. Inspect the connecting rod for cracks and damage. Inspect the crankshaft journal for wear, taper and ovality. Measure the diameter of the main journals at several points along the length using a micrometer or crankshaft journal measuring tool. Compare these measurements to the manufacturer's specifications. This helps detect taper and ovality. Check for clearance between the crankshaft journals and bearings. If required, replace the bearings. Inspect the inlet and delivery reed valve. If necessary, replace them. Check the crankshaft thrush washer for any damage. Check the piston and cylinder head for cracks and damage. Assembling. Place the crankshaft along with the thrust washer in the correct position in the cylinder block. Press the new oil seal and position the new gasket on the end cover. Fit the end cover on the compressor body. Tighten the end cover screws with washers and check for free rotation of the crankshaft. Assemble the piston and the connecting rod with the gudgeon pin. Fix the piston rings and in the piston grooves and stagger these as recommended by the manufacturer. Fix the connecting rod upper bearing shell in the connecting rod. Place the ring guide on top of the bore. Ensure that the ring guide aligns with the bore. Insert the piston and the connecting rod assembly in the ring guide and bore with a wooden block. Fix the connecting rod cap with the bearing shell and tighten the connecting rod cap bolts at the recommended torque. Fit the delivery reed valve on the valve plate. Reverse the valve plate and fix the inlet reed valve. Assemble the cylinder head and the valve plate using the proper gasket. Ensure the gasket does not overlap the valves. Apply grease or oil on the gasket. Fit the cylinder head and fix fasteners to tighten at the recommended torque. Fit the bottom cover on the compressor body. Fit the air compressor on the engine. Dismantling the exhauster. Remove the drive connection. Remove the end cover bolts. Tighten the puller bolts in the threaded hole of the end cover to take out the end cover from the exhauster body. Take out the rotor along with the vanes. Take out the vanes. Clean all the parts by using the recommended solvent. Inspection. Inspect the vanes visually for any crack or damage. Look for any signs of cracks, chips or visible damage on the surface of the vanes. Pay close attention to the edges and corners. Examine the vanes for any warping, bending or distortion. Make sure that there are no foreign objects lodged between the vanes. Inspect the rotor slot and body for wear and crack. Slide the vanes in the rotor slots and check for free movement of the vanes in the slot. Assembling. Apply lubricants in the rotor slots. Fix the vanes inside the rotor slots, keeping the chamfered edge outside. Carefully inspect the slots in the rotor where the vanes sit. Look for signs of damage, wear or debris. Inspect the vanes for damage, cracks and wear. If any vanes are damaged, then they might need to be replaced. Insert the rotor inside the body. Fit the end covers with new O-rings and joints. Fit the drive connection. Fit the exhauster unit on the engine. In this video, we have discussed how to dismantle the air compressor, inspect parts of the air compressor, assemble the air compressor, dismantle the air exhauster, inspect parts of the air exhauster, and assemble the air exhauster. Thank you for your patience and participation. Let us meet again in the next session.